All right, guys, welcome to Voice of SINOE here. All right, guys, welcome to Voice of SINOE here. All right, guys, welcome to Voice of SINOE here. Yeah, guys, please share the link for us. Wonderful show coming your way here. Voice of SINOE. In the diaspora, we're here to give you a late night splendid show. So we ask that you share the link for us. Splendid show. So we ask that you share the link for us. All right, let's see. Let me see. I got my music. All right, guys. Good evening. Oh, my music. Where is it? Where is my music? All right, guys, one more and we'll start the show. All right, guys, wonderful. Welcome to this late edition of Voices SINOE in the Diaspora with Doc Sayopode. Let me see here. I got the multiple devices here that I want to be monitoring. Let me make some noise in your ears more. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to another brilliant edition of Voices Sign Up. Let me see, I got a background sound. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voices Sign Up in the Diaspora with Doc Sayapoda Esoteric, coming to you live from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania, these United States of America. I hope you are having a splendid evening. You are having a beautiful evening on your side. And I am having a wonderful evening. And as usual, I am happy to be here to do what I do best, to communicate with our people, to keep you abreast of what is going on in the diaspora and SINOE County. Sound good, sounds audible. Okay, good. I like that. All right. So, what do we have for you this evening on Voices SINOE? This evening edition of the show. Let me see a couple of people that I see following right now. As you recognize some people here. I seen the great Texas warrior, is the lone warrior from the state of Texas is following. Honorable Maya Modu is following. Samson Robia is following the show. Breaking news, Jala Jala, how you doing? My contributor from the state of 10,000 Lakes. Robia, how you doing? Mr. Panto, welcome to the show. Manti Zinan, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Sister Media Tijana, welcome to the show. I'm seeing some people. I'm not seeing your names. I'm just seeing the numbers indicated here. Mabel White, how you doing? Welcome aboard the Voice of SINOE. All right, so let me see here what we have for you as the starter for the show tonight. Usually we start with some commercials on the platform, so we just want to give you a little reminder quickly. The USAA Inaugural Board is March the 5th, 2022, and you don't want to miss that ball actually. The inauguration of the National President of the United Support Association in the Americas, Her Excellency President Francess Clarke Myers, is March the 5th, 2022. See that date to be a part of an epic inauguration. That's the first thing we want to give you, just to remind you. Also, the 5th of next month, February the 5th, will be the taking off black ceremony of the national president. President Francess Clarke Myers will be taking off black as well. And so we encourage all of you to be a part of that grand occasion. All right, what else I want to tell you? So for the inauguration, this is the initial flyer that was published. The real one is coming that will contain the images of the officials. And so as of now, the USAA National Inaugural Board is dated March the 5th, 2022. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. The address is Clarion Hotel and Conference Hall, 776 Industrial Boulevard or Highway. That's Essington, PA, 19029. So save the date. If you want some reservation information, the National Chairlady Velma Smith is on top of things. If you want a cheaper ticket to fly, we also call the technological Chairlady. She's on top of everything here. So yesterday she published this right here. If you're coming for the board, you can call that number. You see the reservation code over there. Just call, and then just call that number, and you will get a fantastic discount on your hotel, vehicle, and whatever you want to rent. All right, so that's something we want to just give you as a warm-up. All right, let me see here what I got here again for announcement that I want to put out to the listeners. Okay, so far so good. Those are things that we have for announcements. All right, so let's begin the show this way. Yesterday, we want to say sorry to our viewers. We had a lot of technical issues yesterday, and later on figured out what the problem was, and the problem has been solved. You know, so there were some people that are thinking about voodoo and say, oh, the voodoo people, they're throwing voodoo doesn't work in the U.S., especially with the voice of the people represent the elders and the ancestors. And so voodoo doesn't work with me. All right, now what we have for the first thing on the agenda for tonight, we want to go over what we gave you yesterday. And so yesterday we reported that the president of the North Dakota chapter, His Excellency Othello Kolo, was re-elected by the members of that chapter overwhelmingly. So Othello and Kolo got additional 2 years to serve the people of the Red River Valley chapter. And so on behalf of the national president, the chairman of the board of directors of the USAA, we would like to say congratulations to Othello Yosua Kolo on your re-election to lead our people in that area. North Dakota, the defectors, they are calling President Kolo the state of North Dakota, North Korea. And there's a reason why they are calling the brother North Korea, because he is not somebody you can pull by the ear. The man believes in what he believes in. He is not a puppet that will be manipulated by another person. And so President Kolo yesterday, again, I think, yes, the 22nd, he was re-elected by the people of the Red River Valley. And so that's President Kolo over there. Elected with President Kolo is a vice president over here. Slebby Roberts was elected again as the vice president for that chapter. And so Mr. Roberts, who also want to say congratulations on your re-election. And that's the vice president elect of the North Dakota chapter, Slebby Roberts, the Supreme Duke. Also elected yesterday in North Dakota is the treasurer, Mercy Sewer. Mercy Sewer was also elected on the 22nd in North Dakota to take care of the money over there. You know, the woman looks like money already. You see the chair she's sitting on. You see the outfit alone, that money. So you know you got money people in the money capacity. So, Madam Mercy Sewer, I want to say congratulations on your election as the treasurer of the USAA North Dakota chapter. Also yesterday elected, or day before yesterday, the 22nd, is Mr. Jason Williams. Mr. Williams was elected as the financial secretary of the Red River Valley chapter. And so we want to say congratulations to the king of our union. That's the husband of the queen. All right, that's the information. We brought it to you yesterday, but we just thought to reiterate the information for those that did not get the information to be a part of this wonderful information from the state that will be hosting the national convention. All right, now we take you to something else on our talking point tonight. It is a fascinating and wonderful show, so you want to stay around. We'll have a lot of breaking news tonight on the platform. All right, so now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. This is our first breaking news, and we'll be right back. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora with DIASPORA ESOTERIC. I saw the first breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I think we reported yesterday. President Dave Kulee of Iowa was suspended for time indefinite over 45,900 corruption scandal. The president of the Iowa chapter, Mr. Dave Kulee, was suspended by the members for time indefinite over 45,900 corruption scandal. All right, that's the breaking news from Iowa chapter. Now, somebody will be asking, but that's how you put the esoteric. You have to show us the evidence. You cannot just give us mere words. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we want to remain in the factual realm of Voice of SINOE. You know, we don't give you information here that is not factual when you say that. So we want to go in the factual realm to give you the evidence, that we have in our possession with respect to the indefinite suspension of the president of the USAA Iowa chapter, Mr. Dave Kulee. If you don't know the brother, yes, the brother right here. Mr. Kulee, I think North Dakota Iowa chapter was the second chapter that was created under the former president, President Mr. Judeo, Green Code Judeo. So Iowa has been a battleground because the former president does not have the people in his favor. And so he tried to get North Dakota, which they now call North Korea, under their possession. But because of the ability of President Kolo to stand his ground and say, you know what, I'm staying with the union. I'm not going to be on your side. And so the only hope that the former president has is to go to Iowa. And so he has been visiting Iowa frequently. And so they managed to make the interim president, Dave Kulee. He wasn't elected by the people. He's an interim president of that chapter. But the interim president, according to the Green Code Judeo Association, he was elevated to the national level. And so the members, they asked him repeatedly to relinquish the local position, since he is now the vice president of Green Code Judeo Association in Minnesota. But unfortunately, Mr. Dave Kulee refused to relinquish power. In the wake of that, Mr. Dave Kulee did something clandestine, something shady. He went in, if you like, he filed for whatever they said SBA loan, the The government stemming a business loan, small business loan. He filed for the loan, we are told, and the money was deposited in that chapter's account, unknown to the members. But later the members, they discovered that the president did something unusual. And so when they got the evidence, the bank statement was sent to DIASPORA Esoteric to keep the people abreast of what is going on in their chapter. So now two things on Mr. Kulee. He said he is the vice president for the Green Code Association in Minnesota. They asked him to resign. He said no. So now when they discovered the corruption scandal against him, they asked Mr. Kulee to resign. Mr. Kulee refused to resign. And so the members, they have no option but to use their power. Because according to the Constitution of the United States Association, like the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia and the United States of America, the power is invested in the people, all power. And so the people had no option but to utilize their power. And so they put Mr. Kulee out of power yesterday and replacing him with the Vice President Abel Morris. Baku, the man is in glasses. You're not joking? So, ladies and gentlemen, right now in Iowa, the vice president of that charter is Abel Morris, but he has now ascended to the presidency because of the sensible ejection of Mr. Kulee from the highest office in that chapter. Now, let me give you the evidence, the communication from the members of that chapter. Evicting indefinitely their interim president from the highest office of that chapter. Let me get to that quickly. Let me share the screen for you so you can see the evidence. All right, so that's the Cleopatra, by the way. You know, I like to showcase the president to the people so they can see the great lady who is the president of our union. It's necessary that we do that. Now let's get to the communication here from Iowa. Now here's the communication from the Iowa chapter. To whom it may concern. The communication was dated September the 29th, 2021. Now, the question is, DIASPORA Esoteric, why the communication is now coming out to the public? Well, one of the reasons why is because the members, they were trying to do it the Sapo way. Our own brother. You know, so let's try to talk to him first and see whether he will reason with us. The people tried. They wrote a communication since September. They kept it. They thought Mr. Kulee could have come out to them to say, you know, I'm sorry, I will make that correction, or we'll do something about it. But the man was beating his chest. He has 17 master's degrees. And so the people over there, they don't know nothing. And so he is the man. He is the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. Whatever he says, that's what goes. He is the assistant to Jiko Jrio, and no, they are the dictators of the union. And so whatever they want, that's what they want everybody to agree with. So the members say, you know what, since we try to work with you and you refuse, of course, we have to read a communication. So they say, dear sir or madam, we, the members and officials of the United States Association in America's Iowa chapter, are pleased to acknowledge you that Mr. Kulee, the president of the Iowa chapter, has been suspended for time indefinite until further notice. Mr. Kulee's suspension comes about as he is currently on an investigation for potential embezzlement in the amount of $45,900. This amount entered our account on July 7, 2021 from the United States Treasury Department, Small Business Loan, SBA 310. This amount, let me carry this up. This amount in question was electronically wired to Mr. Kulee himself through Zelle and in-store withdrawal. Before noticing on August 19, 2021, Mr. Kulee had already withdrawn $22,000 from the account. When we confronted him, he went ahead again and withdrew the rest of the money, leaving zero balance out of the $45,000. To find a way forward, the body called for an official meeting at which he refused to attend. Then move on to the next page. Okay, so the first one, he refused. So number one, on the 26th of September, the board, presiding chair, Mr. Mark Z. Yeman, convened another meeting at which Mr. Kulee testified that the $45,900 was his personal money, and that no way that our institution can generate such amount. Number two, Mr. Kulee also mentioned that he used our institution account to receive the money because he doesn't want his wife to know about the money. I think that's what he meant to say. Mr. Kulee also mentioned that he used our institution account to receive the money because he does not want his wife to know about the money. Number three, he also stated that SBA mistakenly deposited his personal money in our account. The question is, how did SBA get our account number? That's the question. And that's the question that Mr. Dave Kulee is yet to answer. The second question is, why was Mr. Dave Kulee hiding the money from his wife? The last time I checked, Mr. Dave Kulee is a Christian. And the Christian holy matrimony, the saying, or if you like, the Christian or biblical math, it says 1 + 1 is not 2, it's 1. So why was Mr. Dave Kulee hiding from his wife? Well, those are questions that Mr. Dave Kulee will answer himself. Let's complete this communication. So the people said, the members of that chapter, despite all of Mr. Kulee's claims, he failed to prove that such money belongs to him personally instead of the United Sapphire Association in the Americas, Iowa chapter. He has not provided any loan document to the board, neither the body, to explain his claims. Based upon the facts that we have gathered and the evidence clearly, seen from the bank transactions, Mr. Kulee used the association name to obtain loan and took it for his personal use. It goes on to say, based on all this money allegation labeled against Mr. Kulee, we found Mr. Kulee to be unfit for the office of the president until a total clarity. They said they found the man unfit until total clarity. Let me see. Until total clarity. Therefore, Mr. Abel Morris will be serving as the acting president to take charge of the day-to-day activities of the institution. Thanks. And then they got the people that attested below. Number one, signed Philomena Jedo, Treasurer, USAA Iowa chapter. And number two, signed Frankie Wallow, Financial Secretary, USAA Iowa chapter. Also signed by the secretary of that chapter, T.A. Clay. He's the general secretary for the Iowa chapter. It was also attested by Adzian K. Mane. He's the spokesperson. He's the spokesperson for that chapter. Isaiah K. Manning, spokesperson USAA Iowa chapter. And it was signed by Abel Morris, acting president, USAA Iowa chapter. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here's the breaking news from the state of Iowa. As you speak right now, Dave Kulee is no longer the president of that chapter based on the evidence, the communication from the members. And now the president for that chapter, the acting president, is Mr. Abel Morris. You see the name alone, Abel, the man is not unable, it's Abel. So you cannot beat that man. Abel is a man. And so Abel has been running the campaign. He said, I am, relatively speaking, a young man. I cannot allow Mr. Dave Kulee to ruin my record because I am a second man to him. And just the same way, the record of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is now haunting Vice President Joseph Boycott. Because when Ellen was doing all those shady things, Mr. Boycott was quiet. And so Abel Morris said, no, I'm not going to be quiet when Dave Kulee is trying to ruin my record. And so he went to work. He campaigned with the members, even the secretary, who is a supporter of Green Coach View, and Dave Kulee. He also signed that communication, this communication that I just read, Tia Clay. And so that's how it is now. Dave Kulee is now only the vice president of the Green Coach View Association, because that's the corrupt cabal. And so they have to be part, he has to be part of that cabal. And Abel Morris is saying, no, we have to purge the corrupt people from our chapter here. So Dave Kulee is out, ladies and gentlemen, from the Iowa chapter. We are making progress in the union. And this is how we're going to free ourselves from ourselves. We cannot perpetuate the old culture where we say, you know what, Ajabanyo, Ajabaju, let's leave the man alone, or let's leave her alone, the woman alone. That time is over. The revolution of dark side you put there is now yielding fruits all over in the union. The only chapter right now, as we speak, that Mr. Gio has little leverage is Minnesota chapter. He just has one puppet right now, and that is Casey Wiley. But sooner rather than later, the members of that chapter, they are going to be crusading for an election to be held in Minnesota, and so that Casey Wiley can be replaced. So once Casey Wiley is replaced, the union will be under the union. And that one chapter that is that Green is hanking on, you will have nothing again. The only thing that will be left is only managers in your living room, and that's the only thing they will be in charge of. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's the breaking news from the state of Iowa. We want to say congratulations to the vice president of that chapter, who is now the president. Let's go to something else. We have a lot of breaking news here for you tonight, and so you don't want to go away. Let's see here. Let me see the next thing. Let me delete some stuff here to create room for the next thing that is coming. Iowa, we'll get Iowa out of the way. All right, so look, this one here, you see the union is working. And so everything, because you know why the union is working? Because we have a leader who is working with a wonderful team. And so when you have a leader, the very organs of the organization will work. And so right now, let's just make this a breaking news. I'll be right back. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next breaking news here in the factual room of Voice is SINOE. It says that President Kolo requests $4,000 from the Board of Trustees to secure convention venue. President Othello Kolo of North Korea, or I should say, no, I say North Korea, North Dakota requests $4,000 in keeping with the Constitution, because the Constitution says the state that is hosting convention should be given $4,000. And so the president Othello Kolo being somebody who believes in the Constitution, for which he recently organized the election, he said, you know what, since we are hosting the convention, we want to get the best hall for this convention. And so let us secure the $4,000 now. And so the communication was forwarded to the board of directors. A carbon copy was sent to the president of the union, President Francess Clarke Myers. All right, so since this is the platform of evidence, let us share that communication with you from the office of Othello and Kolo. All right, here's the communication here. All right, so here it says President Othello and Kolo, USAA North Dakota chapter. The communication was dated January the 22nd, 2022. And it says here, Dr. Falison Talley, chairman of the board, United Cypress Association in Americas, USAA, North Carolina, USA. It says here, dear Dr. Talley, we are pleased to inform you that the North Dakota chapter of our union is fully prepared and ready to host the 2022 National Convention in Fargo, North Dakota during the weekend of August 4th, 2022. Therefore, we write to officially request the $4,000 to begin the process of securing the hall for the annual symposium, during which the overall health of our organization is assessed. Previously approved projects revisited if need be, and new projects identified. The sooner we get the fund, the better it will be in the securement of a better venue. Thanks. You see, thanks for your attention, and we equally look forward to hearing from you soon. And this was signed by Jackson Williams, Financial Secretary, approved by Othello and Kolo Chapter President. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the update again from North Dakota. President Othello Kolo is not joking, he is working. He believes in what will generate funds for our people, for us to do something for the downtrodden masses in Liberia. And so Mr. Kolo is working. When you listen to that communication, he said, we are fully prepared and ready to host the convention. So you can see the energy, the level of enthusiasm. You can feel the energy from that communication. And you have to understand, President Kolo hosted the convention 2019, so he has experience in under his belt. And so the young man is ready again for another one. When he hosted the first convention, we can say he was a novice. He was a taro or a greenhorn at the time. But now the man has experience. And so this 2021 convention in North Dakota, it will be super fatamagorious. Or if you like, it will be a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, because the president of that chapter is not going to play around. So sooner rather than later, the board will approve the communication. The $4,000 will be with the members so that they can secure that elegant hall or venue that they are thinking about. Now, before we go to the next breaking news, let me see some of the comments that are trending so far. People are saying, congratulations, President Abel. 2022, not 2021. Yeah, thanks for the correction, not corruption. 2022 convention. Thank you. Thank you. Watching live from Lofa County, Kolo District. Okay, thanks for watching, Smith. Congratulations, guys. The president or the vice president of the Sunshine State, Sister Jalen, is here. Congratulations, President. I don't know who he's referring to. Congratulations, brother. All right, so these are some of the comments that are coming in here so far. Washington from Red River Valley, Fargo, North Dakota. Congratulations, President Kolo. I will be there. Hi, Kozo. How are you? Breaking news. Sounds good. Sounds audible. Okay, so these are the comments. I just want to at least bring people comments also to say, you are doing a very good job for the community. Thank you. Washington. We appreciate your in-depth information. Doc said you put it esoteric. You are the best, understood by the chosen few. And now what esoteric means, by the way. I'm watching. All right, so these are some of the comments I'm seeing so far that are coming in. And Justin Williams said, Baku, you are strong. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Congratulations, President Abel. All right, now let's go to the next thing here on the program tonight. The next breaking news we have for you. I'll be back later to look at your comments. All right, so now we want to bring you the next breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE with Esoteric, coming to you from the Keystone State, Pennsylvania. All right, so the breaking news here, it says President Myers to lead a high-power delegation to Minnesota and Iowa on February the 18th. The National President of the United Support Association in the Americas, Her Excellency President Francess Clarke Myers, to lead a high-power delegation to Minnesota and Iowa on February 18. I mean, this visit of the president will be historic. You know, I am the secretary, and so I have a distinguished exclusive asset to the president, special asset to the president, because all of you don't have asset to the president. Yeah, it takes people, you know, like the same way you have Nathaniel Bagheera, yeah, asset to Jowia. Yeah, so the president and we have to compare notes and see how we can properly run the union. Being the 10 man in command. When you look at the Constitution, you know, after the vice president, Dr. You put the esoteric in terms of taking over when the president, just in case she leaves. Anyway, so the president, ladies and gentlemen, we had this wonderful meeting last night, and it was agreed. The president proposed that since she was elected as president of our union, she hasn't visited the members in Iowa. And besides that, a lot of people, they have been hearing her name, but they don't know who Francess Myers is. And so she said, you know what, it is about time for us to activate Air Force One to tour the Midwest and talk to the people. Minnesota is right now is on a siege from the former president. And so we been somebody who is in charge of the union right now. I need to go and visit those states and have some public discussion with those people out of town hall meetings and whatever the case may be. And so the first, I'm told the reliable information that I have in my possession the president will be first, should be headed to Iowa. To, of course, first say sorry to Dakota for being fired by the people. And then, of course, you will meet with the great Abel Morris, who is the president of that chapter. And the president in charge right now, he has already called the national president that the presidential edifice is ready for the national president. Everything now, the prepared, the security, and everything is in tight right now. So President Abel Morris, the man can't wait to meet President Myers and the delegates. All right, now let me show you a little bit of the people that will be there. The Iowa will be the Midwest as of the 18th of February. You have to be in the Midwest because you know when President Myers is visible, that's something you have to behold. You got to see. You know, she comes with wisdom, she comes with knowledge, she comes with compassion, and of course, she comes with clear and defined leadership. All right, so on the delegation we are told, will be a lot of people there. From the Red River Valley chapter, we are told the Queen of our Union, Her Royal Highness Queen Diana Carla Williams, will be in attendance. And so the Royal Air Force aircraft is now been reviewed, been critically analyzed by the technician or technicians, if you like, to make sure the flight or the royal flight is ready to take off on the 18th. We are told from North Dakota to Iowa is about 1 hour. You know, the royal flight, it travels at a higher velocity, you know. So it goes, I mean, I'm not going to give you the other details regarding the air flight, the royal flight. So the Queen will be in Iowa on the 18th. You have to be there. You know, when the Queen is there, you know what it means too, right? The King will be there. Jackson Williams will be there. All right. On the delegation, ladies and gentlemen, we have the distinguished national coordinator of our union, CEO, Madam Idepoa, will be on our delegation. Iowa, she will be there. The former vice president of the Grand General Association in the Americas, and also she contested against Mr. James Uwote, and unfortunately, you know, that's the nature of campaign. And she was relegated, but she is coming back again to take over Grand General Association pretty soon. So Madam Idepoa will be in Iowa. She will be on the presidential flight to talk to the members in Iowa and Minnesota. Also, we are told on the delegation will be the national chairlady, the great technophile or the technological chairlady, Madam Marjorie Smith, will be on the flight with the national president. Of course, leading that delegation is the president herself. The president, you see that smile? And this is the smile that can wake anybody who is sad. Once you are sad, you see that smile, you wake up. Yes. You have no option but to when you are sad, your spirit will be rejuvenated because that smile is contagious in a positive way, you know. So the president will be there on Air Force One in Iowa, will be there for several hours. I don't know, the details might change, I don't know for sure. But I'm told she will be having a town hall meetings. Several meetings with the people. Some will be indoor to talk to President Abel Morris and see what they can do to avoid the invasion of the Kulee group, you know. So they will be giving some strategy. You know, Dr. Ayopo there will be on board, of course, with my high resolution camera to give you everything play by play in Iowa. And from there, we'll fly to Minnesota. We'll fly to Minnesota, at which time we will call the former president, Mr. G. Kojo, to come aboard. All right. If he doesn't Kanmoh, of course, we have sufficient security to arrest the man. You know, you can't hold the union hostage. The man will be arrested, along with all those that invest with our money. We are not joking here. So we're going there with peace. But we are told when the national president sends for the former president, if he doesn't come, we'll make sure he is arrested. Because the police department of Brooklyn Park will be in attendance to make sure to provide security for President Francess Clarke Myers. You know, so you have to be in the Midwest from February. All right. The great Jala Jala is on ground. You're holding consultations now with members. Make sure the ground is secure. The great Robert B. Cheme, you know, he is, you know, the man is bilingual, you know, so he speaks English and then he'll put it in the original language to talk to the elders, you know, those who are not conversant with the so-called, you know, foreign language. Now we are speaking right now English, you know, so it will be Phantom and Glorious in Minnesota and Iowa. You don't want to miss it. The team. So let me show you some members that will be. We are told the national coordinator, no, the health department head or the minister of health, Winnie will be on that team. All right. Winnie will be on that team. You don't want to miss it. You know, I don't have the entire lineup right now. I'm also told the Minister of Education, the great Reverend Jackson Kanmoh will also be in attendance. You know, the man who speaks minimal words with substance, you know, because he believes in what philosopher will call the Occam's razor, you know, minimalism, in other words, with substance. Take that which is minimal. Don't say plenty thing and you start saying nonsense. And so the great Reverend will be in attendance and will be part of that delegation as well. All right, so just a little bit of the upcoming tree of the national president, and of course, the spokesperson of the elders, the ancestors, the progenitors. That's how you put that will be there to talk to the people. And they have been wanting to talk to Dax Ayopo, the esoteric. They want to see the humble man who, when he sits behind the microphone, the people can think that me guy knows that I'm a good, cool guy. I don't like trouble. You know, like my minister said, I don't like commotion. I don't like altercation. But what I can't condone, however, is corruption, is inequity, is unfairness, is economic deprivation, is economic suppression of others. And so I don't like that. And so we'll make sure that we free SINOE County. But before SINOE County is liberated, the United Sapota Association in Americas will be liberated. I will make the organization clean. I will purge the organization. Yes, I emphasized that already. I said we'll also meet with the members, the people in Minnesota. A town hall meeting will also be held, will be organized so that the president will have, you know, conversations to engage with the people, to make things clear to the people that the former president is conspicuously wrong. You know, they localize the organization and they limit it to Madam Joyce and living room. And so the president is going there to make the organization ubiquitous. That's why it is. It has to be all over the place. You know, so we'll take it from the garage of the former president and we'll make it public. The Brooklyn Park government, local government will be informed to give us the city hall, and so that the president will engage the people. You don't want to miss it. Now, let's go to something else on our agenda tonight. A voice of SINOE in the diaspora. Okay, so we cover, let me take this, let me depopulate my screen here. We got the president tree out of the way. All right, so now we also want to give you this. It's a breaking news as well, so we'll be right back to give you the next breaking news. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE with ESOTERIC, coming to you from Prospect Park, Pennsylvania, and these United States of America. Inaugural committee plans to raise over $60,000. Inaugural committee plans to raise over $60,000. Now, the inauguration of the National President of the United Supporters Association, the committee is headed by the Minister of Health, Winnie Massaquoi. Winnie Massaquoi is the head of that committee. And so the committee went to work. The president established that committee. And so the delegation, they went to Liberia the other time to engage our people, our members, our people in Liberia. They talked to the elders, the ancestors. And also after meeting with the people, having Q&A with the people, they came back to the U.S. They have been working assiduously and sedulously. And so they formulated this wonderful program. We are not going to give you all the details, but the planning committee, they reported to the executive last night. We had this wonderful meeting, and they did, the United Supporters Association honor Mr. Gilio is different from what we have right now on President Francess Clarke Myers. You see, we are encouraging people for also national leadership at the local level or at the national level. So the president said, okay, go to work and bring your budget, your planning activity and everything, come and make report to us. And when you come to the executive, the United Supporters Association under President Francess Clarke Myers, guess what? No easy will ride. You have all these astute members, people with, many years of experience. They're not joke. And so they peppered the head last night, Madame Massaquoi. But guess what? She did extremely well. She did great, because the president believes if you present a budget, if you come up with something, you should be able to defend it. And so yesterday or last night, with the great minds on the line, the chair of the planning committee, Madame Winnie Massaquoi, and the national chairlady, they were able to adequately, compellingly, they made an argument last night. They convinced the members why they will raise over 60,000 United States dollars. They defended their budget last night. And this is what we want to encourage. We want to encourage people to be strong, because, if you can't say, you know what, I bring it, nobody asks question, then you are not building people up. And so the chair for the Department of Health, Winnie Massaquoi, she did a splendid job last time presenting the budget and defending the budget to the team. Also, the national chairlady, of course, she is on that team, and they did a wonderful presentation. They made an argument. When that's how you put it on Sunday, I'll do it. I answer all the critical questions. But they answer those questions with equanimity, with sang-froid, with poise. No emotion and yelling at somebody like Great Video group that way you get like everybody yelling. No. The people, all of them, President Myers can conduct workshop, right? She will call different people and they will we'll have Zoom meetings and those things. The people will train us. So we know how to defend anything. If you bring anything before the cabinet of the president right now, they will defend it without anger, without being sentimental. No. And so we want to say congratulations to Madame Massaquoi. We also want to say congratulations to the chairlady for that wonderful presentation last night. Oh, you guys did great to defend your budget. Now, imagine we're talking about just the inauguration, right? The team is talking about over 60,000 United States dollars. That's what we're going to raise. According to the plan, the map all they have done already. Before we even get to the hall, we would have raised that amount already. because the details, the way they put the stuff yesterday when I listened, I said, no, these ladies are very intelligent, very smart people. They know how to generate money. And so they say it is imperative. It is a matter of musts that we cater to our people. Why Mr. Gio and his team, they are holding our money. We got to do something. The Minister of Education, not Education but Health, Winnie Massaquoi, she said, you know, I am a nurse. And so I want our children, I want more ladies, because in Liberia, even in Africa as a whole, women are way beyond the men. And so I want more women to be nurses inside the county. They will look after, because after all, women, they are mothers. And you know what mothers do now? Mother, they take care of children, they take care of people. And so she said, we have to raise over $60,000 to give scholarships. Since President Myers wanted to give our children scholarship with the $2,000 that Mr. Gio and team they left in the account, and now they are fighting. And then Green brother the other day, he said, you know what? Green is free now, but we give the money to strangers. So our money right now is strangers. So the lady said, no, we got to do something. We need at least, they say over $60,000 they will be raising. And everything has been mapped out already, how to achieve that amount, how to obtain that amount. All right, so guys, we want to say congratulations. Keep on the good work. We are here to support you with the blessings of the ancestors, with the representative of the ancestors, the elders. You shall not fail. You will succeed. I'm behind you without relenting. All right, so that's something we want to update, we want to give you. Yes. Later on, when I get the authorization, we will put the other details out so you can know how much will be member obligation and all of that. I want to get the authorization before I unleash or divulge the information to the public for consumption. But as of now, I will just leave it superficial. I will leave it just surface level right now until I get the order from the team or the president to put the rest of the information out to the people. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let me see here. Let me go for a quick commercial break. I will be right back with more breaking news on Voice of SINOE. Stay with us here. Let's get a quick traditional music for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Marie Nyenambo. I'm one of the Liberia Traditional Musical Award nominees. You guys vote for me out there. See you in Liberia. I know you will vote for me because I have my fan down there. Vote for me. See you. Kumanya, the bless at the underly. The Kumanya, the bless of you. I'm one de Calino, you're in Yellow. Ah, you're in Yellow. Ah, you're in Yellow. Ah, you're in Yellow. Ah, I see what you are.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora with Doc Sayopude, Esoteric, on a stool by the chosen few. Welcome back. All right, so there's a question here, but by the way, those of you that don't understand the original language, the queen of traditional music, Madame Marie Inamo, what she was saying, nobody knows the future, you know. So you have to be very careful what you do and what you say. You know, that's what you were saying. Nobody knows the future. You know, Mr. Gidio never thought he would have been here today. He never predicted this. You know, but he thought when you become a dictator, you think that people will just lie down and watch you. No, they can't. All right, so but the question from the chairlady or the first lady of the USAA Florida chapter, she said, is the flight coming to Johnsonville to pick some people up too? Well, it's a pretty good question, but we're going to reach out to, we'll reach to the Department of Transportation. We'll also reach out to the security detail of the president to see whether they can alter the route of the presidential flight. I'm not too sure. So, but we'll reach out to the people, to the relevant authorities, and we will get back to you with an update on that. But thank you. That's a good question. Now, what do we have for you again on Voice of SINOE? Well, let me see here. This one too is a breaking news, so I will be right back to give you the breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE with Esoteric. Sayopude. All right, now the breaking news here: Education Committee submits draft proposal for scholarship, and this is one of the talking points that I really love right here. Education Committee submits draft proposal for scholarship. See, we told you the administration of President Francess Clarke Myers has 3 pillars, right? So we have education, we have healthcare, we have agriculture. Those are the 3 things the president ran on. But the president believes in order to achieve the rest of the things, for example, to have the best farms or to have the largest farm in the world, right? To have the best medical professionals. What you need is education. And so she says, let us place more emphasis on the human capacity building, because it is the human beings that will be doctors, that will be nurses, that will be engineers, that will be whatever you can think of. And so how do we make the people to be relevant, to be impactful people in the society, is to build the people intellectually. So the president is prioritizing education. And so like the inaugural team and other committees that she set up right now, sooner rather than later, the Constitutional Review Committee will also be coming out with an update. I'm telling you, the president is working. We want to make sure all the loopholes that other corrupt people can exploit, we want to close everything. All right. So the president set up the committee on education. If you like, the Department of Education headed by the Reverend Jackson Kanmoh. And they want to work as well. So they give us a draft budget of the guidelines or the proposal. They send it to the office of the president. And Ben the town crier, or if you Ben the universal town crier, I got to share the information because it defeats the purpose. If the information comes to dark side, I don't convey the information to you. The information has to be disseminated so you can absorb it. It is for your imbibition, for your absorption. And so we must give you the information, the proposal from the Department of Education, USAA. All right, so let me share this with you quickly. Let me share this, the communication from the proposal from the Department of Education here, so you can see what they got for us. All right, I will just leave it at this level. So let's go through the document, the draft budget. It's not the final, but it's in the draft, okay? So United Sapper Association in America's USAA, Department of Education, draft education and proposal from Standing Committee on Education. It was preparation date, January the 4th, 2022, submission date, January the 24th, 2022. So it says here, following the August 2021 convention of the United Sapper Association in Americas, held in the beautiful city of Jacksonville, Florida, USA, in which Madam Francess Clarke Myers was elected president, and with the advice and consent of the board of directors, we were appointed chairman of the Education Committee in order to work with President Myers and her team in effectively attending to the educational needs of our sovereign people in the Sapo land and Liberia. We are grateful and honored to serve our people. That was exclamation, right? You see the exclamation mark there. So you see the man is emotional, the committee. So they went on to say, educating our people is one of the greatest things we can do in developing their minds, bodies, and souls. Education helps people become better citizens, get a better paid job, shows the difference between good and bad. Education shows us the importance of hard work and at the same time helps us grow and develop. Therefore, we are able to shape a better society to live in by knowing and respecting rights, laws, and regulations. It goes on to say, today, education remains an inaccessible right for millions of children across around the world. More than 72,000 or 72 million, more than 72 million children of primary education age are not in school, and 759 million adults are illiterate and do not have the awareness necessary to improve both their living conditions and those of their children. And that the information from UNICEF. No child in our community and nation in Liberia should be deprived of education. Deprivation has a negative impact on educational attainment, leaving young people with fewer qualifications and skills, which in turn affect future employment and development. The learning process in Liberia at present is going through difficult challenges and has a serious impact on the young people. Although young people may still be in school and working towards their educational goals, it is notable that approximately 11% of young people, let me go up here. It's a beautiful document, beautifully written. It is notable that approximately 11% of young people have no formal education, and 37% of the young people have attained at most incomplete primary education, meaning that in total, 48% of 15 to 24-year-olds have not completed their primary education. Yet in Liberia, children's access to education is limited by numerous factors, including constraints on national finances, poor infrastructure, and unskilled teachers. These challenges have resulted to poor learning outcomes, overage enrollment, a huge number of out-of-school children. Statistics from the Ministry of Health or Education, Ministry of Education, Liberia. All right, so they already get a statistic from the doing the research. They are not just give you any information, they are doing the research. The involvement of the Liberian government with education learning process. Okay, let's see what they got on here. Education in Liberia is free for primary students attending a government school. But most of these schools lack adequate learning facilities. Most parents prefer sending their kids to private schools, which are often very expensive for the average Liberian. The sole purpose of giving education to our children or to our citizens, our Liberian children, is to increase access to education for all children, reducing hunger for children who attend school, improving children's well-being, and increasing community support for education. According to President George Massaquoi concerning education, educating the Liberian children or Liberian child, the Liberian government must be in the position to help lift them out of their learning predicaments and make our country a better place, unquote. It goes on to say, according to the president also, teacher development, improved infrastructure, and changes to the school curriculum are all crucial in achieving success. And then they give you where they got the information from when they started the president. Okay, so you see the link, you can click on it and you will see what they got that facts from. Despite all of the above, there still remains urgent challenges facing the learning process in the motherland Liberia, to include but not limited to the following: very poor learning atmosphere and outcomes, overage enrollment, a huge number of out-of-school children, wasted government's resources because of ghost teachers and unskilled teachers, and many unqualified teachers. Education in the rural segments in Liberia, especially in the Johnson area, is not only important to eradicate poverty and illiteracy for our people, but also for a variety of other social, economic, as well as cultural and development reasons. The role of education, both urban and rural, is huge in growth of the country's economy. Okay, now let's go on to the next section. Here is the proposed, the draft proposal of the Education Committee of the United Sapota Association on President Francess Clarke Myers. So giving scholarship to our children. All right, what is it here? Education is a lifelong process. No one is too late to learn. It unleashes new opportunities to access information and technology, thereby enabling people to make better decisions. By going to school, children become more aware of their surroundings and make informed decisions. There are so many ways through which education can be developed in rural Liberia, especially in the Sapo land, including boosting free education. As we mentioned earlier, poverty is one of the most critical and common problems in rural Liberia. And so establishing more schools and developing and training more teachers, working on school infrastructure, giving awareness on healthcare education, and promoting computer literacy will go a very long way in training our children academically. It is no doubt that scholarships provide opportunity for people to earn degree or education. Without assistance from an outside source, including us diaspora Liberians, the USAA and other concerned institutions, students may have trouble paying for the learning fees, particularly in Liberia, where the economic condition is not conducive now. The scholarships help students. Scholarships help students have more time to focus on their studies. Unquestionably, also, scholarships can give students the financial bump needed to take a leap and enroll in a learning process, as well as boosting the morale of students' confidence in their ability to work toward a better future. This is why the Francess Clarke Myers administration prioritizes education, especially for our children in the motherland. The Myers administration main objective is to give 50 scholarships to students. So the president is targeting 50 students. 50. Okay. The Myers administration main objective is to give 50 scholarships to students from the six sections of the Sapo Lane, which includes Sinkon, Joason, Putu, Kabade, Weja, and Mopo districts for now. These students will go to learn in places of their choosing, including universities, colleges, technical, and healthcare institutions. These students, after their studying period, will go back to our towns and districts to help teach and care for our people. Women's education, listen to that, it's crucial, right? Women's education will be very much considered in our scholarship granting, and in no way can it be seen as discrimination. No, it can be seen as such because our girls are way, way beyond in Liberia. As you know, girls and women are treated unfairly and even brutally in many African countries, including Liberia, when it comes to education or it comes to learning. Our scholarship is intended for all children in the Sapo land, including women, to learn and give back to our people. Women are more than 1/2 of the world's population, yet in many places, women have no opportunity for education and little chance at improving their lives and those of their children. Liberia is no exception. The report goes on. Short term. Okay, now I'm about to give you short term. In our quest to helping our people, the Sapo people, we want to work with them, including our children, by identifying those who are available and willing to go to teacher training and nursing school, effective now on our sponsorship, to be trained and return home to occupy the empty nursing quarters. That's crucial over there. I want to read that line again. In our quest to helping our people, disciple people, we want to work with them, including our children, by identifying those who are available and willing to go to teacher training and nursery school effective now, and honor our sponsorship to be trained and return home to occupy the empty nursing quarters and teacher quarters, and giving back to our people with their expertise. Now, this I must emphasize on this. Why they say empty nursing quarters? Why? Empty nursing quarters. So the team recognizes that the prior administration, instead of building human capacity, they are on all over the place building nursing quarters and building Palava halls and those things. So the team is saying those nursing quarters and the Palava halls, they are empty, nothing inside. And so what we must do is to train nurses, to train doctors, to train engineers so they can occupy the empty nursing quarters that people are building, that we build, but that other people, they prioritize instead of empowering the people. All right. So this is very important. All right. Empty nursing quarters and teachers' quarters in giving back to our people with their expertise. It is our plan to act in this direction as quickly as possible. In our short-term planning program also, we will be looking at the characteristics of the sponsoring project, of the available students, and develop strategies in maintaining them in school. In our short-term planning, we do not want to get confused and distracted concerning the learning process of our children. Thus, we will be very effective in directing our focus and energies on the learning process of our children, including working with the learning institutions they will be studying in, and observe their academic progress to achieve our objective of helping our people. The long-term educational project, we are envisaging for the USA and our people in the Southland is extremely critical for our own economic growth and development. As evidenced recently in Jacksonville, Florida's USAA historical elections and the resolutions derived therefrom demonstrate the need to anticipate future development needs and to respond with the supporting critical infrastructure for our people. The team went on. It's a beautiful, well-written document here. It is no secret that the present division they're acknowledging something. Listen, this is critical. It is no secret that the present division we are experiencing within the union intense. It is no secret that the present division we are experiencing within the union intends to frustrate our efforts. That's the goal, right? It intends to frustrate our efforts to effectively develop our people and the homeland, including soliciting help from the Liberian government, UNICEF, and other institutions of goodwill. All right. So it's a key point here the team made. The goal of the division, the unnecessary division created by the former president, is to frustrate our effort to effectively developing our people. That's a goal. Because they want to go to Liberia and say, we the sophisticated people. And so they want to make sure they impede and retard our effort to developing our people. So the team wanted to say, the document, we are almost there. The most critical tool a community can have in place to proactively implement sustainable development is integrated community sustainability plans, and in particular, long-term educational planning. This is why we in the USAA continue to extend the olive branch of peace. Okay, listen. They are extending, we are extending. This is why we in the USAA continue to extend the olive branch of peace to our brothers and sisters on the other side of the divide and break the stalemate of confusion in the best interests of peace and development for the Sapo land. We cherish the long-term educational advantage planning because it will allow decision makers within the USA, the executive and board, to collectively mobilize their resources and professionally tackle which progress it can be measured and not just erect structures and projects in an unprepared manner. Okay? So we have to be prepared. And how do we get prepared? Is to educate the people. Right? You have to educate. Don't just build structure without building the people first that will take care of the structure. Okay? So this is a wonderful document here. Let's read the conclusion here. Conclusion. The primary objective of this proposal is to develop our children academically and professionally in the Sapo land. This proposal will selectively pick available and prepared children, not just random people that are prepared, available, okay? Because we don't want to spend our money and then you don't get a degree, okay? This proposal will selectively pick available and prepared children from the 6 sections of the Sapo tribe to include Joason, Sinkan, Wejan, Putu, Kabade, and Mopo, who will return to our towns and villages to help our people after their studies. These students on the scholarship program will be allowed to go to professional institutions and colleges of their choosing and will be observed and monitored during their study period academic-wise. As mentioned before, education is very important for every society. Education has a meaningful impact on society, from raising the quality of life to creating conditions conducive to the development of talented individuals capable of changing society. The importance of education in society lies in the fact that it creates opportunities for acquiring knowledge and skills that are literally changing the world. This is why Her Excellency President Francess Clarke Myers' administration is very much concerned about educating every child in the Sapo land, no matter of her term of office for the USA. Her administration vows to give scholarships to ready students who, at the end of their studies, will return to give back to our people. Scholarships are awarded to students who are academically qualified for it, and those who need financial assistance to complete their course in time. And this beautiful document was prepared by the Educational Committee, Reverend Jackson Hosea Kanmoh Jr., chairman. He's the chairman of the committee. So it's a brilliantly written document, well written, and it considers a lot of factors, the variables with which our people are confronted back home. They outline those impediments, and they have the strategies, everything in place to address the academic needs of our people. And so we want to say kudos to Reverend Kanmoh and the team for giving us this brilliant, magnificent document. Very well written. Again, this is a draft. And so there are other things still outstanding. But the committee does not want the community to be, but We'll get it. The people that told Francess told in Florida, who should give people a scholarship, and we can't hear anything about scholarship. So they want us to give you this preliminary information. More things are on the way. This administration of President Francess Clarke Myers, look, when this administration fails, the simple people, you are doomed. But I tell you this administration shall not fail, because we have the brain power. We have the ability to solicit, to fetch the resources needed to transmogrify the lives of our people. For the lives of our people to go through that radical metamorphosis, that they too will be relevant, that they too will be their chairs. They will say, we, the sophisticated people, because we want everybody in SINOE County, in Liberia, and in Africa as a whole to be sophisticated. Because an educated population is needed. It's a must. Countries that are doing well around the world, it's not voodoo, all right? It's not voodoo, it's education. The people give their citizens, the leaders, they give their citizens knowledge. And that is why you're seeing different types of iPhones all over the place. You see a different version of Androids all over the place. I mean, when you drive around the US, you see different bridges overlapping that knowledge. They build engineers. All right. And this is what the administration of President Francess Clarke Myers is up to. And rest assured, those that are feeling neglected, those that are feeling hopeless, and say, you know what, the people in the United States, our children, our fathers and our mothers over there, they forgot about us, their own confusion. That is not the case. In the noise, in the middle of the noise, in the market, we have to still purchase that which we're supposed to purchase to change your lives. And so we are here. The hurricane of Mr. Gidio, the lion of Mr. Gidio, we are doing everything to strangulate that lion of hurricane. That lion of the lion that is in the cage, like my friend James Yonte once said, we are going to make sure and put iron bars around that lion so he can come out. As a matter of fact, those of us that grew up in the interior, we want to carry the fire and smoke that lion up. It will be asphyxiated. It will be suffocated by the smoke, because we have to suffocate that lion in order to free our people. The lion is not willing. The hurricane is not willing to let our people go. To be little biblical here. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you go to bed, the members of the union, rest assured your administration is working. The Myers Mahn administration you empower in Florida, the administration is working for you. We are not sleeping. When we go do our doubles and everything else, we can be at work and having teleconferences. Or if you like, telemeetings, discussing how we can improve your condition from Palava Huts, from Nexus Quarter, to having engineering degrees, doctorate degrees, philosophy degrees. I mean, just think about it, everything else. That's what we are here for. Not here to come be talking about people dancing, generating money 24/7 to send one man to Liberia just to go dance. And then when he comes back, he will stand before us, you know. When I went to Liberia, the woman, the owner of Golden Key Hotel, we struck a deal, but I'm not going to tell you what the deal is. We send you to Liberia, and you struck a deal with somebody, but you can't tell us. And all these things, that's what we are fighting against. The lack of transparency, the corruption. When we give you money, you don't want to give a report. When we ask for a report, when you submit a report, when the board have questions, the board of directors, when they have questions, when they ask you a question, you are angry. The age of anger is now in the past. We are doing everything to make our community competitive. We have the brain power. Those that are doing it, they don't have different brain. It's the same brain that other people have, that we have. But because of terrible leadership, you got to understand this. Leadership is key to anything. Nothing improves without leadership. Nothing grows without leadership. Nothing changes without leadership. So leadership is critical to everything. And one component that is inseparable from leadership is the rule of law. If you have a leader who does not want to obey laws, you are in serious problems. You are in serious trouble. Because everything works by law. Everything. You're standing up, you're sitting up, it works by law. The law of gravity holds you up on the earth. Without the law of gravity, you will be floating. When you are in the air, the airplane, it uses the law of aerodynamics. It's a law. If the plane violates that law, that plane is coming down. So everything works by law. But we have our former president who thinks law is a bad thing. No, law is not a bad thing. And that is why our country, Liberia, right now is in chaos, because the people they don't want to enforce the law. They want to do everything random. Even if you look in your Bible, those that are Christians, the God of the Bible also is the God of law. So he gave 10 statements, and they call it commandments. It's law. You want things to work. It's so important. And that's why I'm beyond President Francess Clarke Myers, so that we can enforce the Constitution, which the guys wrote, and they don't want to obey. There is a portion in the Constitution that is very important that I must read to you. Something very important here. The document that Slabby Snake say he has sleepless nights to write, but he refused to obey the document. He has sleepless nights to write. So there is something they say here, Article 6 of the Constitution, and let's just say Section 9, they say integrity. There's something to put here. 9.1. We shall act with the highest degree of honesty. With the highest degree of honesty. Now, what's the vision put here? Highest. There is nothing above highest. It's a superlative degree. Okay? We shall act with the highest degree of honesty. Integrity. The word integrity from the word integrate. When something is integrated, it's inseparable. Okay? And that is why the Christian, they say that God is one. Because the God is one, is integrated. He is inseparable. So a man with integrity is not multiple. You can predict a man with integrity because he tells you what he stands for. He doesn't flip and flop. So that's a word the guy put in here. We shall act with the highest degree of integrity, honesty, and integrity in the performance of our work without compromising the truth. The guys put these beautiful words on paper, and they are now obeying them. Do you think the GDO's administration, the guys performed their job with integrity? With the highest degree of integrity? No. Or with a higher degree of truth? No, they didn't. They have been deceptive to us. They have done all the deceptive stuff. Taking the money from our account without anybody approval. Taking $90,000 from our approval, from our account. By the way, I didn't show you this evidence when I was talking about Dave Kulee, right? For which the members fired him. Here is the document in the case of Dave Kulee. These are the people that say they are the leaders. They are compromised. They don't have integrity. They put it in the document. They are not acting according to what they put on the paper. We shall act with the highest degree of honesty. Dave Kulee wasn't honest to the members of the Iowa chapter. And now what? They are angry and they fire him. We shall act with the higher degree of integrity or honesty and integrity. He was not honest. There was no integrity in the performance, the way you were leading the people. The way you were leading the people, he compromised the truth. And so he took 90,000 or 45,900 without telling the members and sending the money to his account. And instead, he told the members, he gave them 3 reasons. Number 1, you're hiding the money from a woman. He doesn't want a woman to know. Number 2, the money not for the people. There is no way that Iowa chapter can generate that money. They don't have the capacity. Only him alone. See the kind of arrogance. And I'm glad the members, they took steps. They took some steps to take that man out. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have for you today on Voice of SINOE. If you want to call in to say 1 or 2 words, it's up to you. Other than that, we'll read some of your comments. And of course, we'll call it a night. So there's a statement here from Tapezarzar. The first to be placed on a scholarship list is one of my daughters at FCCM. By the way, Christopher also has a charitable organization. He's doing some charitable, I think, foundation for Jesus Christ, something. Okay. I don't know why it stands for Vubadi or for SINOE County. It has to be Jesus. But anyway, the idea is what the man doing with the organization and what matters to me. All right. Abraham Lane, who graduated last week from St. Edward High School with a GPA of 94.5%. Wow, that's pretty good. Number 1 out of 150 students. She is the sister of Lester Willett, who also graduated last year with a degree in chemistry. She planned to study nursing and biology. Good information. And that's why I'm a little disappointed in my little brother, Lester. Very bright kid, American Liberia. He doesn't want to write the English. When you talk to Lester, he makes sense. He knows the grammar very well. And that's why I'm shocked. He's supporting the people that don't want to give his scholarship. We're supposed to be sending him to Ghana or somewhere to do his advanced degree. But he's supporting your Facebook. So I said, but I will free the children. Lester will come on board because it will mean well for him. He got to go to Cape Coast or somewhere too to get your advanced degree. Yes. So yes, Chris, thank you for that information. Bright, okay. Abra Lane, okay. She planned to study nursing and biology. SINOE County, we can make it by God's grace. By our grace, by our hard work. You know, the people been depending on God's grace forever. That's why they've been holding the people hostage. You know, so we can't, it's by our own hard work, our ability to go to work. The people that are prospering around the world is not by God's grace, okay? America is not depending on God's grace. So, Reverend, that thing that you've been doing, you hold the poor hostage. And you be hopeful God, the miracle will happen. No, it doesn't happen miraculously. Can I come on, please? Yeah, sure. You want a link or you want a number? Chairlady, let me send you the link if you want to come live so you can come. Let me see. Let me say that quickly. Let's see. I'm sending it to your messenger right now so that you can come on. Manjina, what is your... Where are you? I can see you. Let me see my... Let me see. Well, I'm not seeing you. Let me see. Let me go by and see something. Yeah, Manchelle, let me see. Manjino Smith. Okay, I want to type that in. It's not coming. Let me try again. Let me send that to mine. Let me send it to Messenger one more time. Your name is not coming out. I don't know why. That's strange. Tell it. I don't know why your name is not coming out here. MAN. It's not. Yeah, but Manchelle, you can still call that number. I don't know why your name is not popping up here. If you have an email, just send an email to me too. I can send it through your email if you still want to come on. But your name is not coming on when I type it in here. Can I come on, please? Sure, I want you to come on. Let me try again. Let me see. I don't know why when I put your name, it's not coming on. Let me try again and see. Maybe I'm not putting the number there right, the name right. I'm going to do some other thing and free some space up here. That's MANKAY ONNOH SMITH MAH. I don't know why your name is not coming off, Chairlady. I don't know why. So if you want to come on, you can just send me your email. No, your name is not coming. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe inbox me, text me your email right now. Let me see. I can send it to you through my email. Are you still on? If you are still on, Madam Chairlady, just send me your email address right now, and I can send it to you. I can message you. Your name is not popping up. I thought we are friends. It's not. All right, I can't help you. I can help you unless you want to call a number. That's another option there for you. But I can see your name is not popping up right now, so I don't know. All right, guys. So if you have something to the topic that we just put out there, if you want to call, it's up to you. You can call. And also, ladies and gentlemen, when you enjoy the information that we put out to you, hey, that's a number over there. You can just drop some people that they get good ma, you know what I'm saying? Just drop something. Anything from 2,000 up, anything you can drop for voice. If you let it contain that we supply, we give you, it's just something you can think about, so you can think about, dropping something for us, we highly appreciate that. Chairlady, I don't know why I'm not seeing your name. I'm not seeing your name here. When I put in the information, I don't know whether she's still watching. I'm not too sure. Because I've been asking for a while and she's not saying a word. Yeah, man. All right, now I can't help. And she's not reacting to anything I say. So maybe she's not following. She said a long time ago, and she's not following again. So, guys, we want to say thank you so much for following Voice of Sound here. Let me see. Maybe she says something in my inbox. No, I can see. She didn't say anything here. No. All right, guys. Man, Chairlady, let me see what I can call her here. I don't know why she not saying a word. Did he request to come on the show?
I'll count them. I speak every minute. I'm a president with me. I can say you are calling me. I left the thing talking to my head. Sleep at me.
Oh yeah, you are on the voice though. You got you on audio.
Oh, I am on the. Oh my God, you are my president. Y'all woke me up.
Yeah, but you put the statement there and you say I should contact you. I didn't get you.
I put it. I was in Baku.
Yeah, well, I mean.
So I'm on now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, it's too late for whatever I want to talk. I want people to be up to listening.
Yeah, people are still on. I leave from my side. I said from my side. I see at least 13% still watching.
Okay, so my voice is okay because my president just woke me up. My voice okay? It's not sleepy or
no, you're good.
Or something.
You're good. You're perfect to me.
Okay. All right. Yes. The reason you're calling. This is something that is concerning that we need to focus on and talk, and the organization USAA needs to deal with that. I want you to emphasize it anytime when you're on the show too. Okay. I know we are concerned about the money. We want the money, and we're fighting. By the grace of God, we are going to get the money because USAA money is not entitled to Green Dio and his team or whatever they call themselves. So take in your possession. So by the grace of God, God knows what we went through to generate that money. I joined USAA since 2016 when I went to my first convention in Minnesota. So that money was raised by everybody. But what is concerning and annoying to me, I want us to for us to put it out there. For every person that is part of United Support Association to put it out there and focus on that and make everybody to know that Green Dio is not president for United Support Association. He is a former president. Okay?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Right. It's so annoying when he goes somewhere and be there. Every single thing, the president of the United Support Association, Green is arrogant. So whatever he's doing is intentional. He's trying to get to us. How I wish we can have a lawsuit for Green and his people to start using USAA's name first before even fighting to get the money.
But that's also on the list, though. The lawsuit that is also on the list.
Yeah, but I understand, GS. I understand, but how I wish that we had that lawsuit first to put stop to them when they go in place there to stop calling USAA name. And maybe, okay, people are thinking that we have two USAA in the Americas, and we don't. We don't have USAA. Two USAA, I mean, are we divided? The support people in the United States divided? Absolutely, yes, we are divided. But we don't have two United Support Association, and Green knows that. Green knows that he doesn't have a single paperwork, absolutely nothing to prove that he's the USAA president. He doesn't. And whatever he's doing it for ego. He refused to tell people that he got an organization that was registered in last year of September, which is called National Support Association in America. Nothing wrong with us in having two organizations who will benefit our people. If Green National Support Association have a convention and raise money, when they take it to Jackson, one way or the other, all support people are the beneficiaries. But you know that you don't have a single document, nothing, absolutely nothing, to prove that you are United Support Association president. You registered organization last year of September in the name of National Support. Why can't you use the name? Why Green again use the name that they registered? Why they confusing people? Why are they confusing our people that there is two United Support Association in America? No, we are not. If we want peace, we want to come together. If Green wants to be part of United Support Association, they will see reason that we have peace and be one. But if you want to have your organization, we should register, use your organization name. So, GS, I want you to emphasize on this because I think Green then trying to confuse our people.
Right.
I'm saying they become upset from the weekend when they went to Iowa. And he's sitting in the living room. So someone that is bereaved, the president of United Support Association. No, you are not. Do get over it. You are not, and he knows that he is not. He doesn't have you. He was president for 4 years. They banned the document that made us United Support Association.
Right.
Now you have nothing. So if you go among our people and say, I'm the president of United Support Association, you just post there another thing, go look for a charter. He will go on Google. What kind of president does that anyway? He will go on Google, take pictures of structures of building and post it. Oh, we're going to build a club or whatever it is.
Palava Hut.
I called it in the other day. Palava Hut or
Is it convention hall? Is it a convention hall?
Convention hall. You go on Google, Mr. President, and take structures of building and post it because you're trying to get at people.
Oh, the people say you call him the man. You say the man is not a president, but you call him Mr. President.
He's Mr. President because he's former president.
Okay. I'm
always calling my brother Mr. President. I don't even put the former there.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. He's not. He's president for National Support Association. My email GS is for him to stop using USAA.
So, but Madam Chairlady, why now though? Because he's been doing it forever and you've been following the show. Why are you now speaking up?
Because enough is enough. You know what I'm speaking of? He went to Iowa. And he's sitting there and went to our people because majority of the support people in Iowa, they are Putu people. And they don't know exactly, especially the older people that are not being among us. They don't know that what is going on. I think they don't know that but they don't know that Green is not president anymore. That there is a new president.
Right.
So he went there and calling himself United Support Association, and there's a lady that came out and said, "Oh, support people, U.S. is a and kill cow, whatever it is." That was getting to me, and he going on Facebook, and not Facebook, going on Google and putting out structure and put another charter thing, everything. You have nothing except going on Google and taking structure and writing and putting USAA. That cannot make you a USAA president. You are not USAA president. Why is he not calling himself National Support Association president? Because National Support Association that we heard he registered, which is a reliable information. It was registered in September of last year. Why can't National Support Association should be NSAA, right?
Right.
Not USAA.
Right.
Why you can't use it? Ego because you're trying to get at people
the
that
thing
you
is, the man when he uses another name, it will be a sign of defeat. You know.
Yeah, be a sign of defeat.
Right.
Like they want him.
Right.
Okay, then some people our people are divided, but we got one USAA. And all of them know that, so they want people to. This is why you can tell any introduction. United Support Association president. United Support USAA coordinator. No, you guys are not. Use your name that you registered last year, September, which is NSAA. So, GS, I want you to emphasize this so our people can know that, of course, we are divided, absolutely, yes, but we don't have two USAA. We got one USAA, which have Madam Francess Myers as president. Green Gideon and his team, and I don't want you to be calling them Green Gideon team. Green Gideon organization is NSAA National Support Association. What's wrong with that? Mr. Fred is in Liberia. When the court ordered him to stop using GDA, he's using GDAD.
Right.
And he's in Liberia running projects. Nothing wrong with that. You can go build your project, but don't confuse our people. Start confusing Sapo people and to make them to think that we have two USAA in America. No, we don't. Two organizations. Are we divided? Absolutely, yes. If Green Tire can come out of USAA, he can run his organization whatever way he wants to run it, but start using the name. I know your ego beating you up so bad. You don't want to be that you are defeated. Okay, but yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me bring in Mr. Maya Madu. He's also on the other line. Just hold on. Mr. Madu is still there.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Madu.
Yes, I'm here. I've been listening to the Chairlady.
Yeah.
And I want to add to what she's saying. Everything that she said all makes sense. Okay? I know we are divided, but it meant a former president does not want to bring the members or the union together. He can do it. But if he doesn't want to do it, like she said, we cannot have the same union with two heads of state.
Yeah.
It can happen. Two presidents, one union? No. What he's doing, he's really, what I say, trying to mold the minds of our people and make them to look that kind of way. Because some of the people, when they hear him talking, they be thinking, oh, the next president. Then when they hear Mrs. Clarke Myers talking, it was who's the president? You're confusing the people. You're confusing the people in the union. That is not right. When your time is out, your time is out. We can't do that. Without stopping if you want to be president, you can be president of another association.
Thank you.
But don't confuse our people. We are Sapo people. Why you do that? I mean, I feel all the things I did posting. Then have the other put together, here, Mr. President, here, Mr. President. That's not right. We gotta be zealous for this kind of thing here. We will do the right thing. That will never bring our people together. There's nothing I have seen him putting on Facebook that is not inflammatory.
Yeah. USAA
they just the opposite. If you want dialogue, let's go for dialogue. But he continues to do things that would disturb people's minds and be thinking, oh, wait now. If this thing can't stop, we will continue with the same thing over and over. But I can tell Mr. President that the days are coming. Because we are equal. And we are equal for delegation of Chairlady because that's what he's doing. That's not good. If you don't want your letter to the lay on, that's what people do. If you want your letter to lay on, you bring the people together. You can still come back if you want to be leader of the association and get back in the ring. And organize your supporters, and we go back to the ballot box when Clarke Myers' time is over. Come back. That's what people do.
Right.
It's a democracy. But you just want yourself to stay there. We are not in Africa. Where the leaders with iron hands. We don't do it here like that. Here, you are the servant. You serve the people. In Africa, the people serve you. We are not in Africa. We are in a country that everybody has the opportunity to lead and lead in the right direction. If you can't make it, step aside. But don't confuse people. We didn't want to go to court. We tried to do it in-house. He was the one who did not even agree to any proposal that we came up with. For you, America, I can force you to do what I want you to do. The only thing we can do is to go to court and let the court decide. And that's what we did. And it was not our plan to say we want to go to court and carry bring you to court or Derek Williams to court or Kika Swan to court. That's not what we plan to do. We try to bring them back to the table so we can talk about it. But everything that we came up with, they refused. So you refuse now. This is what you want to do. And carry false information around. Some of you president. You are former president. We don't mind calling you president, but you are not a current president. You're former president. And everywhere you carry for, I'm the president. You want to go to president. That's not right. Everything I was saying, ladies and tonight, is the right thing and rightful thing, and she's saying that the right thing. So I'm joining her. So on this show, continue to emphasize. Let it Sabo for hear it. If you want to speak Sabo, you speak Sabo so they can hear. They don't understand the English. And we are blessed that we have you. You're always doing the best you can for our people. And continue doing what you are doing.
Okay, sir. All right, Madam Chairlady.
Thank you. Yeah.
You got a closing comment?
Yeah. Yeah, so I said yes, as the membership chair just said, continue to emphasize on it. I said it before. You know, I told you how people you can speak for us, okay?
All right.
Emphasize on it that Green is not president for USAA. Ego beating him. He doesn't want to look that he has been defeated. So he's gonna be every single thing I'm president of USAA. You know, you are not. He has nothing to prove that makes him USAA president. Make sure anytime you come on and emphasize on that, so the people can know, because I think he's confusing our people, and that is not right. He had the opportunity to go to Florida. He refused. So let him get over it. I know his ego is beating him. He refused. So say he's not president, or he refused to even announce his organization that he registered in Minnesota. He refused to call a National Support Association name ever because he wants to get at people. So I want you to emphasize on that every day, so our people can understand.
Okay, I'll more definitely.
Thank you, Jess.
All right, no problem. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Marco, you still there?
Yes, sir.
You got parting comments?
I just want to say to the president-elect, congratulations. And I also want to support the vice president of Iowa chapter for stepping up. Let him continue to do what he's doing. He's doing the rightful thing. We want to bring the union together, but there are elements within that want to separate us. And that's not right. And when people do something wrong, and you try to tell them that what you are doing is wrong, they get offended. It's about time that we got to tell the people when you do something wrong, we're tell you you're wrong. If we don't do that, every time that somebody does something, I they still doing the thing over and over. Because when you make mistakes, sometimes you realize you made a mistake. But when you make a mistake, you realize that you made a mistake. Somebody got to tell you that you made a mistake.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm asking Mr. Abel Morris to continue on doing what he's doing. And we look forward to meet him and his corps of officers and his supporters and the membership of Iowa pretty soon. We have to make that trip. We must make the trip to every chapter where if we're able to do it, they'll make that trip to every chapter and sit down with them and we talk about the USAA. We want to bring the people together.
All right, Mr.
And I want, and also I'm asking the president if necessary, they'll make a trip to North Carolina and go meet up with people there. It's also the same thing.
Yes, we will.
Yes, that's North Carolina, that's Iowa, that's Minnesota. We need to go and visit with the people. Let us sit down and have a talk, have a forum. If they have any question, let them ask us. We will be there and we answer their questions. Because we want the union to come together. We don't want to be divided. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
No, not at all. Not at
Yeah.
all.
I'm telling you.
People in the union, you know, half of people in the union, they want what? Scatter the union. They want to divide the union. That's not right. So
Can you imagine?
We need to do that.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, Madam Chair.
Yeah, yeah, I know, Mr. Chair. It's so annoying, but I know I'm telling me how. If I wish that we would have sued these people for using USAA before even going into the money aspect. Because it's so annoying.
It's annoying.
It's very annoying. You got Green. You got Green. I don't want to leave power. You got Christopher Wiley that want to be. Can you imagine? Even Otika Swen being financial secretary since 2013. Just count that year. And because of confusion, you want to continue being financial secretary, and then when you somebody introducing USAA financial secretary, dude, how many years you want to hold position for? Why you guys are so confusionist? Since 2013.
Absolutely.
Mr. Chairman, since 2013, I do being financial secretary with Dara's Boyne. I know Boyne or more, whatever. But because of confusion,
Dara Bird.
only capable or educated,
I said, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Are you guys the only educated people in the Sapo lane? They got capable, they got well-educated people than you guys. So because of confusion, you will put your head in the air. You want to be another financial secretary for another forever, because I don't think they get another person to replace them with. But just use your name that you register in Minnesota. Start using USAA. And it's about time that we make everybody to know the register organization on a cover.
So, Chairlady,
National Sapo.
I'm not trying to change your subject, but I mean, do you know the number of delegates that the president is carrying for the trip? You have a little idea? Because I know you buying tickets and stuff.
Yeah, I know that the chairman is going, Mr. Madzibu, Myers.
Okay.
He's going. Yes, he's there. And Stanley from Texas, I don't know his last name, so I will say
one.
Okay, Mr. Sewan. He's the constitutional guy, the project manager. Constitutional medicine.
Is the constitutional man is I think. No, I'm not too sure about.
I think he doesn't similarly
is part of the constitution.
He
was the project manager. Project?
Okay. we are confused. Secretary will tell us. We are confused.
I have to look at my list.
The both of them, they are so smart. They bring John together so we can tell the difference. You know, right. When you got high class, hard working, most educated people on your side, you miss them or sometimes. So we can't.
Oh yeah, the president said he's the project man.
Okay, the project man, Mr. Sewan from Texas. Right. Yeah. He will be going with us. Our dynamic, hard-working, another brain. The national coordinator, Honorable Idepoa, is going as well. Of course, I'm going. GSV going. I know that.
Yeah, probabilistically.
Yes, GS is going. Miss Kai will be going with us too. So Mistress Massaquoi, Winnie Massaquoi,
Wow.
will be on a trip with us.
What about the planning chair?
The planning chair.
Yeah, but I was told.
Sorry. She's supposed to be in Africa, but we are not sure.
Okay.
If not, she will go with us. But I think she's taking a trip, and then we got in the Midwest, we got like almost all our people will be going with us. We got Mr. Bodo. I spoke with him, and he said, "Okay, I'm waiting." Is he former VP or he's still VP?
Yeah, he former.
Oh, he resigned.
Yeah.
He's former VP, and of course, Royal Highness Miss Diana
Yeah, we put a picture there so the people can see the Royal Highness.
So many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, put Royal Highness.
Yeah, I was told it's about
the president is going. The very body president. The newly elected president would be going with us as well.
Great President
Go ahead,
Kolo.
yes.
Yeah. No, I said that the estimate, the number I was taking down is about 90% coming from outside. Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we need to go there.
We're going there.
And talk to the people of Iowa, talk to the people of Minnesota. We need to do that. You know, we don't want people to, we don't want the full association to just brainwash the people
right
in Minnesota, and they put me thinking that, okay, yes, this is what government, but we ain't to see the administration coming to us to sit down with us and we talk.
Right.
And I'm glad that meeting last night, everybody was in the know, everybody agreed, you know, for the trip for the 2 states. We need to do that.
Right. Yep. We gotta go. And if possible, if we go, I'm going to tell Madam President, if we are going to have a town hall meeting with our people, we're going with all our documents, all USAA documents. Everybody knows in America that you cannot have an organization with 2 names. So if USAA is registered, we have the 501c3, and we have the article of corporation or whatever.
Yeah, we got all the documents. Article incorporation.
Yeah, I didn't go incorporation.
Incorporation. We got all that. We are going with our documents and show evidence, and we will define and we challenge the people that anyone ever Green Judioka in your midst and say he's USAA president, asking for proof.
I'll put the article incorporation right on the screen there for you. Everything right there.
On the screen, yeah. So asking for proof, and everybody knows in America you cannot register.
No, this one is the 501c3. Sorry.
In the same name.
Yeah.
Right. Same name. You can't do that.
You're right.
So you gotta remember when I was part of Best Buddy, we went to register Best Buddy, and that name was taken. They put that something. There's an organization Best by the name of Best Buddy in America. So we couldn't, and then we were struggling with. Even though we're using Best Buddy, we gotta change Best Buddy and register it in another name. Which means we are not Best Buddy anymore. Yep. Right?
Chairlady.
So that green video then right there.
How do you feel though when you see $90,000 coming from our account? I mean, look at the document on the screen there for you. How do you feel when you see that? Somebody taking $90,000 from our account 2 days.
It's very sad.
It's disgraceful.
It is. And the thing about it, you know, people have been doing it in the past. People have been doing it in the past, and we say, after. But this time, we said, enough is enough. You know, enough is enough. I'm sure if they are not being, the treasurer went into that account to take that money, they don't even care what they want to do. But you just take everybody's money, and you came on just sit down supinely and not talking about it. Well, be quiet. And by the time you say something that is so legit, they will have a while go on their show and start cursing you up.
That's sad. That's so sad.
It's just sad. So whether not to go to court, or we got no other option That's why we went to court.
Yeah. So GS,
Yeah.
it's so disgraceful that that Dara's areas will go in the account. Now go in the account will go take money. So now they want around like, okay. I remember a year back, I remember we're in married in for Mr. Carter, it was Madam President myself. At that time she was president for Daddy Body chapter and I was the chairlady. And the national president Greensville never cared to go to Mr. Carter in funeral. It was Francess Madam Clarke. She was the one that negotiated money. I can remember where even in Maryland, when they deposited the money in her account, we're dressing. We dressed in our funeral clothes before we even went to the bank to get money and go present it at the funeral. I remember it was that same week, or if I'm not mistaken, the same week or so that Green wrote that when he was starting his corruption in his city. It was that same time he wrote that 45,000 letter. Yes.
Yes, 45,000. Yes, 45,000.
Yeah, it was the same time that he wrote that letter that he said it was approved by the board chairman at the time, Mr. Sabe, and Dara called immediately and told Mr. Sabe, oh, Mr. President wanted him to take that huge amount of money. And Dara said, like, this is not going down well with me because I've never seen the organization withdrawing huge amount of money. So he contacted Mr. Sabe, and then Mr. Sabe said, no, we never took Green Road Green. And they withdraw all that money. Now, when Green was starting his city, so I remember me calling Dara, like, oh, that, you know, I always joke with him. Like, Dara, come on my bike. And we're so happy, every one of us, that Dara saved our $45,000. So
what happened this time now? He decided to do it the opposite way.
Yeah. So when I heard that Dara went in the account and took money, I'm like, no, that's Dara. I was accurate. So that's Dara. I don't think so. And when I was happy this time, right? And then. So I did not believe it until I saw his signature on your show. I was like, oh my God. Can you imagine the influence they brought to do this? I know that's not Dara's own mind. He was influenced by his family.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it was embarrassing and disgraceful. Most of the time I can call his family member that I'm close to. They say, can you talk to him? Because him and said I want Sarah Panther is related to him. So I like until you call Dara and talk to him. Because he just was spoiling his reputation, his character, his legacy that he built.
Yeah.
You know, tobacco. And then before the Green Man himself, he's destroying it. I can never, my family business is so strong. I can never see my family doing such a thing and then still back me up. I would tell you, no, you can't do this. I told my aunt to talk to him. I even told his family member that into the death valley should talk to him. You are so young, Dara. You capable of becoming president of the union one day. Do not let anybody.
Absolutely. He does have that character.
Yeah.
That characteristic. Yeah.
By your character, because of conviction. Green is a confucianist, as I said before. He's arrogant. It's all about Green. Green doesn't care about you. So I was shocked when Dara did that. That's why I said it's embarrassing and disgraceful. Because for Dara to enable Green to take 90,000 to $90,000 from the account, and now we gotta go to court for that. It's embarrassing, Baku.
I know, Madam Kelly. I know.
So embarrassing.
Embarrassing and disgraceful. And
that's all
adding to what
about it.
Right. Yeah. And adding to what he just said, when we were trying to negotiate along with the elders, they have already, and they were telling us, oh, we didn't take the money in the account. Not knowing they took the money, everything in April, and we were negotiating.
Yes.
How cruel is that? Complete cruelty. and they're sitting down there, we're talking about it, and not really they took the money for them.
They took the money and claim you. Yes.
They took the money for them.
Yeah.
And I see why when we call Green to the meeting, we were trying to get all the variables instead of saying something.
Right. And Mr. Chairman, another thing they always boasting of is, oh, we are the money maker. It's we that can contribute money. Okay, can we come convention? Because
Chairlady.
15
if just for the benefit of the audience, like for the $4,000 proposal that the guys saved at the time.
Yeah.
You
that was the 5,000, right?
45,000. You see it right here. I'll put it on the screen for you.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. What he saved that time.
Yeah. The poet said the chairman wrote it. Let me see. There's the one green cent at the bottom here. Let me see.
Right.
A green cent one said, dear Mr. Moore, please disburse to the national president the amount of $45,000 to begin the immediate implementation of the next quarter, phase 1.
Right.
Now, what I mean, so he said on Friday, June 24, 2019, the National Board of Directors of the United Cycle Association in Americas met on teleconference, discussed and approved the $75,000. He said that $75,000 for approval on teleconference.
Can you imagine?
I don't know who can approve $75,000 on teleconference. Is it
right.
Project cost for the construction of the next quarter in Joazon. All right, stipulated in the contract documents, the money will be disbursed to the contractor in these in 3 phases. All right, in 3 phases. The first one, phase 1, is 60% equivalent to 45% or $45,000. All right, that's one he said. He asked the man for that $45,000. You know, phase 2 will be 30%. Yeah, we should be 22,500. Then phase 3, it will be 7,500. Thank you for understanding the time and attention. Okay, then you say best regard. Yours truly, G. Kodrio, National Secretary to the board. Approve. Is it like Isosagbe approve it to approve Isosagbe? The man put a bad me there. Oh, he put Isosagbe.
You approve Isosagbe in Ghana when you in Minnesota. You approve by Isosagbe.
You want a man?
After building the 19th quarter. Okay.
Yeah.
What are we doing with the building? You were not able to.
Mr. Meyer.
Furnish the hospital.
Mr. Manu.
Yeah.
You decided to go build nursing quarter.
Mr. Manu.
Why did we build nursing quarter?
Mr. Manu.
I was at the convention in North Dakota. I went and I said, and I told the people, I said, look, it's not time to do nursing quarter. There are little things that you do that carry you a long way, that people recognize you as proud. You know, what we do, take somebody's school and start a what? Prepare somebody's school, put some equipment in the school.
Mr. Manu.
The hospital. We could have project.
Mr. Manu.
Bears and drinks. Yes, sir.
I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting. I want you to listen to Mr. Sabwe's reply to Greenco Geo Communication.
Okay.
It's very interesting. He said, Mr. G. Kodrio, National President USAA, in response to the communication sent to the National Treasurer, Mr. Darius Moen, requesting disbursement is hereby denied for the following reasons.
I know.
Listen to your very reasons now.
In the next couple of months or year, all the grass will grow around our building and nobody inside managing it. We just wasted the money.
So the man said,
the next thing they would say, oh, the zinc leaking, we got to change the zinc. They told us nobody use our people getting from Mexico when nobody uses it.
We gave it to the poor to go to nursing school and come by and become a
Mr. Bond, let read Mr. Sabwe's reply. This is very interesting.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's very interesting. It said, Mr. G. National President USA, in response, I respond to the communication sent to the National Treasurer, Mr. Darius Mouen, requesting the disbursement is hereby denied for the following reasons. Number one, Number one, I did not, on behalf of the Board of Directors, authorize a request for the disbursement of funds for the project.
Don't lie on me, Mr. Rowe. I did not.
Number two, he said number two, your communication was received at 9:55 p.m. July 4th, 2019, at which time you have already communicated with the treasurer for the disbursement. If you tell it, baby,
but to be frank, I want to bring that out. If you question Darius, why was your reason that you rejected when the minister you to go withdraw that amount of money? Why was your reason at that time? And why is your reason to withdraw the money this time around? So you can
the man said, note that the treasurer contacted me. The man direct contacted Mr. Isabwe. He said, note that the treasurer contacted me about your communication to him using my name without my knowledge hours before you sent this communication to me. Number three, the contract needs to be reviewed because, damn it, the man was just doing some shady stuff, man. How you gonna put your man's name on that thing like that?
I saw Green took over. So Green took over and he become president when we went to North Carolina and we got back. The man saw that money in the account and he think it was for him. Everything was like money. They got never went to Liberia since he came to this country. The first budget, look at that thing when I see it can really get to me. The man said some big head of a budget, he's going to Liberia as president and open we are traveling.
Oh yeah, Miss.
It was money.
Madam Chairlady, let me just add this to what we all saying. You want to continue being president of the union. As a president, at the end of every year, you do 5 taxes. 3 years, you do taxes. They go where revoke the license. It's about money. So then why is it you still want to be leader of the association?
You will not hear about the document about why you want to.
I know. They put the document away from us. I'm sure they wrote you put a letter on a store. You didn't say nothing about the letter.
You know, he doesn't know how to do it. He was having you want as a professional to help him.
So why do they want to be leader of their union? Why do they say that they're enticing you to be leader? It's some of the things that you didn't do and make us to fail today. If I had not come in with that your policies, I would have gotten our letter by or our original document by.
And it was that
zero. So the whole time you were running the association, we were not in the association because they revoked the thing.
Yeah. And you know what? How they call it, Mr. Chairman? You know they can be talking on the ground to people. They are Nicodemus. They know what is right. They will come behind closed door and talk what is right. And then they will go on the survey on Facebook and say USAA coordinator. So they call it they call
that
one.
Let me share the document with you that the voucher when the man was going to Liberia, he wrote to the board.
Yes, as management they said, that the 5163 thing was a mistake. One mistake he made.
It's not a mistake.
No, Mr. President. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, the voucher that he challenged the people. They say they shouldn't take it. So this is why he wrote. You see the mayor in the United States Association in Americas, he say Honorable G. Dio, National President.
Yeah.
He put an address here. 6209 Secretary Avenue, North Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. You get all the information over there. Honorable ESOTERIC Chairman, Board of Director, United States Association in Americas. Dear Chairman Sabwe, please find attached the voucher for your perusal. B-boy, man, BB Bull.
Hey, for money when the guy becomes president.
Please find attached the voucher for your perusal and timely approval. to facilitate our travel for the dedicatory ceremony of the newly erected Massaquoi in Biddable Creek, Johnson District, SINOE County, Liberia. The event will, the man said the event will officially kick off on Saturday, March 20, 2021. Yeah. 2021, you out of office already, boy, say at 3 p.m. This will be followed by an indoor disco at the administration building, where officials of USAA county leaders, sessional heads, and stakeholders of SINOE County will brainstorm the next course of infrastructure and other relevant developments. Biba, thanks for it.
We didn't see any of that.
Is it?
I know.
Is it? Yeah, he said, hold on, let me finish.
Then why are you saying it?
He said, let me finish. He said, thanks for your usual kind cooperation and understanding in the premise. Sincerely yours, G. Kodrio, National President. Okay, look, listen, let me show you now. Let me show you the next one. Like the voucher here now.
Right.
And the voucher here, people. Let's see. Too big. Let me not make it that big. Yeah. And the voucher here, man, send a bill. He send it to the man. He said, check it out, man. You had the voucher right here. He said presidential allowance and plane ticket. Yeah. Presidential allowance and plane ticket. $3,000.
Yeah.
Car rental in
non-profit organization.
Yeah.
We don't want to travel.
Car rental in Liberia. Car rental in Liberia. 2 cars. The man wanted 2 cars. 2-car truck or Jeep.
I go to Liberia all the time.
But hold on, let me read it. No to the people so they can hear what I message. Yeah. Car rental in Liberia. Car rental in Liberia. The man wanted 2 cars, right? He wanted truck, Jeep, Jeep for 5 days. 5 days.
Oh, Jesus.
$250 per day. $250 per day. Yeah, so that for that budget line, put 2,500 for that.
Empty stomach.
Number 3. Number 3, you see your man, hold on, you see your former president. Number 3, gasoline. 180 gallons for 2 cars. He put here $720. We say making 15 local hospital beds.
This is a non-profit organization.
You said
you want going to Florida.
For local hospital beds, you say $50 a piece. So over here, it put $750. So the total here, the budget total, subtotal, $7,094.40. Then the man put miscellaneous, 2%. $141, 2% miscellaneous, 2%, $141.88. The total, grand total, $7,236.28. Yeah. Then we look here at the bottom here. Yeah, your man, Darius Moyen signed it. Boy. Yeah. The man signed it. But the organization different. Darius put here USAA. Then on your man green on the line, he put here USA. That different organization, USAA and USA.
They don't even take it into consideration. Other people know they want easy money.
So
they are not professional.
So basically, Mr. Sabwe on the line to Mr. Sabwe on the US. So Mr. Sabwe and Grio from the same organization, direct more for different organization.
I'm not looking at that.
And yes, you got the first list, the first groundbreaking project. You know what happened to that first groundbreaking?
No.
After he put out his 15 or 11,000 budget. I think the groundbreaking budget was so high, it was up to 11,000 or something. And the people refused.
Right.
And they raised money. After they gave me all that money, and they all went together. There was confusion. I even was called names. They had hard feelings. They kicked the other people there aside, and the money was in according to Rawa Super himself. Because when we went for Mr. Kolo burial, and we passed through Philadelphia, and they were sitting with at that time we were all cool. Mr. Madam President cooked football soup, and we're sitting down, we're eating with the chairman, USAA, not USAA, NSAA chairman. When he need that other guy, they were sitting in that guy in Robert Tupa, he was explaining the money was in our pocket and Chairlady. When the people come in, and you see then when you see the card, all the morality thing they were doing, all they were explaining, I say, oh wow, now why you put the money for?
Usually the money for yourself.
Yeah, they were in a hotel. My mom point, they were calling the guys and telling them, oh, I will send you so and so money when I go, and they say I will send your child to school, because they were doing all. This is embarrassing.
It is.
Embarrassing. You got that list? Yes.
No,
I'm the first one. The groundbreaking on the list.
No, I'm getting one.
He came and they wanted to he left my uncle in pawn, and they wanted to my late uncle, may his soul rest in peace.
No, I get that one. But let's check the other document out. There's another one here.
Right.
I think a bold reaction to something they wrote here. February 10, 2021.
Right.
Mr. Gio, National President, United Sapper Association in Americas. Dear Mr. Gio, I bring you greetings on behalf of the members of the Board of Directors of the USAA, and wish to inform you that on February 6, 2021, the Board of Directors of the USAA met via teleconference and discussed the voucher you sent to the Board of Directors through Mr. Darius Moen, the National Treasurer of USA. According to Mr. Moen, the voucher is intended for paper trade purposes to the Board of Directors, and that the Executive Committee is in the process of disbursing the sum of $2,500 to Honorable Dorothy Shadema, a member of the Board of Directors who is currently ill and require medical treatment. Thank you, Mr. President, for your farsightedness of bringing this urgent matter. Of providing financial assistance to a member of USA who is currently facing difficult health crisis to the attention of the Board of Directors. We highly appreciate your visionary proposal. However, considering the vast number of USA members who are currently experiencing serious health conditions, the Board of Directors has resolved that the Executive Committee suspend the disbursement of any fund until the following issues are addressed. Okay? It may still send out my
right. We just not wrong.
It may still send out $2,500. Listen, this is number one. The Executive Committee should develop an official policy to address the issue of benefits for sick members of USA within the United States. Number two, that a complete listing of all members of USA who are sick and need help be developed to avoid discrimination and encourage equal and sustainable benefits distribution. Three, that the Executive Committee contact the various chapter presidents to help in the process of developing a list of all sick members and contribute ideas regarding how to address the health crisis. Mr. President, please note that you are making a serious error by claiming that you possess the power to use the Sapo people's money without approval of the Board of Directors. Please be reminded that the Board of Directors is the only entity which reserves the power to approve the disbursement of funds within the USA. Therefore, on behalf of the members of the Board of Directors, I am here by appealing to you to honor this communication and delay the release of the funds to any member of USA until the above-mentioned actions are taken. Sincerely, you put everything here.
Which is not wrong.
Your man still sending money. Your man still sending money.
Yes, can I come to that?
Go ahead.
You know why he did that for?
No.
His patient was beating up, and he tried to use the Board of Directors as scapegoat to be in peace with mommy. That's my godmother. Okay?
Okay.
He used the people as scapegoat to say he's the best person.
I agree with you.
They are evil people.
Right.
You know why I say that?
No.
Mommy, God's sake, she's relative to him, right?
Right.
They are relatives. She got seriously sick. While she was real sick, her mom died at the same time, and they were even having problems. Later on, she got to know. That man came in this town. He came for inauguration for Madam President. You remember what he was saying? What did I do?
Right. Yeah. What did I do speech? Yeah.
She was sick. He never put that to her house to see how she's looking. Right? His family member. They all from Kabade, they are related. Never spoke to the woman. He never visited her. He did not even call her to say, "Have my sympathy for your man." He came in and said they hold a record that whole weekend, and they went back to Minnesota, and that's for his name with the family, and they cover the people. So he trying to use USAA to cover up and make himself to be the best man, and make people that are on the board that went visited her when she was in the hospital, and then when she came home that visited her, those people they are signs of her for linkage. I got to know her through them. Those people on the board, Mr. Sabe, the board of the board of chairman at the time, I got to know my mommy through that man because they are brought her into this community. So he, after his conscience beat him for so many months and years, he's trying to straighten himself and make the people look like boogeyman. That's why he forced that money to take it from the account. So the people, and I think he succeeded in that. Because I think mommy believes in him now. I saw her to our Uncle Augustine, and she went standing with him.
Yeah, standing with me, yeah.
They are the thing they call blood, they call it water. They man was so evil to you when you got saying, and now he's the best person. When the people did not refuse to give you money, they only told him to put
guidelines in place. Right.
In place. That's correct.
I just read the communication, so nobody refused.
There be rules. There be rules that everybody will follow. You know.
Yeah. Chairlady, yes, the 2,500. You did post it. You take it. You still took it. Yeah, the communication.
He's still talking.
Yeah, 2,500.
And mommy thought he's doing good for her. No, he's not. He's just trying to make your friends to look evil. That visited you throughout, even when you came home with us, and man trying to make them evil. The people are trying to put things in place on our funds of them sake forever. We support the organization thing already. And not all over the place are fake people. Okay, can you just put it into place? Okay, and disperse the money as one.
Right.
And help everybody. You said no. You force that particular money because now you want to let the Jesus Christ because
Chairlady, why you make up the story of Dave Kulee?
Oh, Dave. Other person who knows story different. I thought Dave Kulee was the best person ever. I don't know why Dave Kulee, I can put Dave Kulee in the place of someone that's in Delaware Valley chapter, flip-flopping from the other end to the other end. And his flip-flopper. I'm straight when I'm for this, I'm for it. I'm not going to flip-flop because of somebody. Nobody, absolutely nobody can switch me from what I believe in. Therefore, there's a flip-flopper. That's all I want to say about Mr. GS.
So, what you wanted National to do about it for the $5,000 he took, though? I said, what you wanted National to do about it for the $5,000 he took from he put in the account? He says it's not for the people.
We were definitely going to call. He had to make it explicit the reason and why he was in our account, which name he used. It's not USAA or whatever. Then the judge proved that it's now our money for him, and that's where he can go. I remember my first time meeting him. It was in North Carolina. That guy was actually the straight person.
Oh yep.
Strong person. So I remember he answering with the people challenging stuff. But even when they brought it 3 years, he went against it. He and Milton Shebay that no, this is a non-profit organization. You cannot give any president 3 years. 2 years is enough. And then when they took money and sent the vice president, the late vice president of Liberia when Mobutu died, he was against it as well. He like, we got people on ground that can present this money while spending another money to transfer somebody. So he was, yeah, that's why I call him flesh slapper for him to like, well, you know that whatever green, you're smart. Because from my interaction with him, I know he's a smart guy. He and Zara in the same boat. Why you switch now? Things are now going right. It's wrong. You know green is not right. Why you on green side? Why you spoiling the whole character because of somebody?
The family shit, huh?
Family shit. That all influencing that cannot allow any family. You know you learn better than family, and then you are so highly educated than the family, and they convincing you to damage your character in the community while everybody looks up to you. That's not good. Yeah, that's how I see in the video, and yes,
not good.
You're a flip flopper. And you don't
flip flopping all day.
people seriously.
May you flip flopping all day.
Yeah,
no.
Flip flopping and you pretend you
why man Johnson on jump putting green all about whole day though? Why?
I don't know what he does that. What's the confusion?
Yeah, I will also discuss it because I don't want to I don't call it acknowledge that. I don't have like energy for that because it's absolutely below my thinking.
But who you sure?
So I'm not even talking about it.
Yeah,
I know. But I mean, I
can comment on college intelligence people that know this is wrong. I know. I can comment on that. I'm not going to comment on somebody that is doing something for our services. I'm not commenting on that.
I know.
So that's my reason, GS.
Okay.
No.
Right.
Well, so this good discussion between the three of us tonight.
Just call me back on.
I'm sorry?
We
What you say?
You're not paying attention. I said call me back on. We have a good discussion. We'll continue to discuss and tell the type of people that Greensville. We have one USAA.
We have to do that.
One USAA in America. We do not have two. Are we divided? Absolutely, yes. But we have two organizations yet. That Green quit calling himself USAA president. Quit it already, do you have nothing to prove that you are?
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, ladies.
It was a nice discussion.
It was a nice discussion, GS. Thank you for having me.
All right, no
Thank
problem.
you for having
us.
All right.
We appreciate everything you do every day. Good night.
We see you in Des Moines, Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah, we will.
Good night, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah. Good night, man.
Good night, GS.
All right. Good night, Chairlady. Good night.
All right, bye.
Good night. Bye.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There, some voices of the people. All right, this is how we're doing it for the night. My man Nathaniel asking, this is the new time for the show. Yeah, Nathaniel, my schedule is so fluid to the point where I just kind of try to juggle up things and see what time will work. I mean, this time, we got good viewers and stuff of that nature. But I don't know, when we do it this time, people in Liberia, because the time different, they might be isolated from the show or they will be watching replay. That's the whole problem I see. But this will be a very good time for me, Yeah, it'll be a very good time. The kids will be in bed, to be relaxing. So it makes it so I'm still viewing, I'm watching to see how it plays out. But guys, we want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. We want to say stay tuned, be following Voice of SINOE. We got a lot of big developments here. But all of you that are following the show, I've seen Brightness, Dre, pretty star. Now, the first lady for Voice of SINOE, so when she's watching, everybody got to watch out, you know what I'm saying? You got to be all rise, you know what I'm saying? The first lady is watching. All right, Princess Jalia, thanks for watching. First lady of Voice of SINOE, thanks for watching the show. Balaya, Esoteric. Mr. Maya Mondu, thanks for following the show. Reverend Jackson Kanmoh, thanks for following. Jackson Williams, thanks for following the show. Charles T.I. Emmanuel, thanks for following the show. President Abel Morris. I'm Vice President again, man. President now. Let me put the president there as a matter of fact. President Abel Morris. Great man. Tapezasa, thanks for following the show. Reverend Nathaniel Gatti, comrade, thanks for following the show. That's Manji Smith, thanks for following. Mr. James Panto, thanks for following. Enter May Toba, thanks for following the show. Samson Robio, thanks for following the show. President Francess Clarke Myers, thank you. Victor, DJ Victor Sounds, thanks for following the show. All of you, if I don't call your name, Queen Diana Kolo Williams, thanks for following the show. All of you, Justin Williams, thanks for following. All right, guys, we are done for the night. I want to say thank you so much for joining Voice of SINOE and the Diaspora with Esoteric. I got to go to bed, you know what I'm saying? So that being said, that's how I'm going to do.
I'm on Derivo, in Derido. I'm on Blemo, 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 I'm on Derivo. I said I get it.
Love is the only thing that brings us together. I want to say thank you for watching Voice of SINOE. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube page. Madison Freeman is the name of on YouTube. Subscribe, please. If you go there, you'll hit the subscribe button. You can even hit the bell for notification. When we on, you get notification. We will highly appreciate that. Have yourself a wonderful night. We are out.